Grappler number 2. His opponent tonight from Africa, weighing 225 pounds, Steve Simpson.
Well, Steve Simpson comes off with a jacket as he's from Africa, as you heard, and he's going into the ring against Grappler number 2. Good to see Bronco Lubich in the ring as a referee. The bell sounds, our opening match underway. Grappler tries to stretch those muscles out and get them loose. Steve Simpson. They lock up. Steve Simpson and the Grappler number 2, and it is Grappler number 2 pushing back Steve Simpson. Don't forget, later today, you'll be seeing Lance and Mike Von Erich in a tag team match, plus exciting 6-man tag team action also coming your way today. Simpson pushed back again. Well, the Grappler backing away as Steve Simpson starts in after him. Now they lock up. Backing into the corner, Grappler in front. Simpson drops down, and the Grappler dives onto that bottom rope. He goes outside the ring.
He's got the mask. 15-yard line. He's pulling the mask.
Knocked part of the apron off there. Now he comes back in. Steve Simpson staring at the Grappler number 2. Now they lock up for another time. Side headlock by Steve Simpson. Now the Grappler has a handful of Simpson's hair. Simpson still holding on to the head of the Grappler. Bronco Lubich checking to make sure that everything is legal. Simpson holding on tight, but the Grappler tries to whip him off. He gets rid of him. There's a shoulder tackle. Down goes the Grappler. Over the top goes Steve Simpson. Oh, and the Grappler went for a hip toss. Simpson reversed it, and it was Simpson hip tossing the Grappler. The Grappler goes outside the ring, and he shakes it out as he walks around the floor. Grappler back up onto the apron. Now into the ring. Somebody yells something to the Grappler. He turns around and looks at him. Steve Simpson starting in towards the Grappler. Now the Grappler comes out to meet him. And it's Simpson back to the side headlock. Simpson holding onto the masked head of the Grappler. Bronco Lubich making sure that the hand is off of the head of Steve Simpson as the Grappler reached up and got a handful of it. Simpson really squeezing tight. Simpson continues to hold on to the head of the Grappler. Let's see what the Grappler tries to do. For a moment, he might try to reach in and pick Simpson up. There he goes, but Simpson doesn't let go as Steve Simpson had it locked on tight enough that he continued to roll with it. And Simpson continues to control the match. Grappler moves, comes up to the knees. Simpson right there with him. Well, you just know that the pressure being applied on those ears, even though the mask has got hurt, that masked Grappler. Simpson using the ropes. Oh, a nice move there from Steve Simpson as he got the leverage. Used the ropes to his advantage. And down the Grappler goes again. Here comes the Grappler trying to get back up, see if he can get rid of Steve Simpson. Simpson's had that headlock on there for a while. The Grappler's tried to get out of it a couple times, but Simpson has had it locked on tight enough that there's no way the Grappler was going to get out of it. This is Grappler number 2. Referee says break. The Grappler's in front. Will he break clean? No, he throws a fist around in the area of the kidneys. As Simpson goes after him, you see the Grappler going back into the corner. Grappler still feeling the pressure from that headlock that Simpson had on him for a while. Now you see the grappler reaching in behind, grabbing the ropes. He's wanting to lock fingers with Simpson and then pull Simpson into him, using the rope to his advantage this time, but he didn't get it done as Simpson was wise enough to stay out of there, and it's Simpson right back to the side headlock. Now the grappler has a handful of the hair, and he comes off of it as Bronco Lubich was right there. Simpson, big arms, squeezing at the head of grappler number 2. Over to the ropes. Oh, and this time the grappler just goes with him, picks him up and drops him straight back with that suplex, and it is Simpson holding the back. Simpson off the rope. Grappler knocks him down. Here's the count. Simpson kicks out at 2. In behind now with a face lock. It's grappler number 2 on Steve Simpson. You see him crank it, getting all the pressure he can on the chin and the neck of Steve Simpson. You saw Bronco Lubich checking to make sure it was up off the throat. It was a legal hold. Simpson begins to move. Here comes Simpson trying to power his way out, and as he does, the grappler reaches up, gets a handful of hair away from the referee, and it is Simpson back down. Grappler number 2. You can bet that grappler number 1 is around somewhere. They're on the ropes. A knee, another knee from the grappler as the referee asked for a break, and the grappler threw the knees in there. Now he has Simpson, slams him down. Dives in there with a fist that was very close to the throat. Here comes the count, and it is 2 as Simpson kicks out. We check the time on the match. Clothesline from the grappler.
Come on, Simpson, let's go. Come on, Steve. Come on. Get up, Steve.
Here comes the grappler and Simpson both making their way up slowly. It's Simpson with a kick. Simpson with an elbow. Simpson grabs the arm, takes the grappler across the ring, gets in front with a nice drop kick. Simpson's got him covered up. He may have the victory. Oh, the grappler kicks out at 2. Simpson grabs him, whips him into the turnbuckle. Oh, the grappler has a knee up as he caught Simpson coming in that time. The grappler, number 2, up on the middle rope. He dives, and Simpson moves out of the way. Steve Simpson out between the ropes now. Here he comes. He's going up on the top rope. Simpson flies through the air. He catches the grappler with a crossbody block, and there it is. 1, 2, 3, as Bronco Lubich hits that mat 3 times, and Steve Simpson wins it as he defeats grappler number 2.